Okay, Aries, this is the extended version of this video. So you'll get to the first part and you'll get the second part, okay? So in the extended, I'm going to go over basically what I see as the potential future for this particular union, Aries. So I left off talking about the Eight of Cups, and I was talking about how this is someone thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. But this is also talking about a decision that you need to make in regards to this relationship. In this particular relationship, we see here that there's a focus on making a decision here with the lovers. And then there is a focus on choices as well. It's like you want to make sure that you're making the right decision. You're scared, like, if I leave, is this going to be the right decision for me? Okay? Because remember, initially, you looked at this particular relationship as a success financially. Okay? So you feel like, okay, if I leave this situation, am I going to be okay financially? So there is definitely a fear here. Definitely some type of fear. And this is why there is a weakness. This is why there's a lack of courage of leaving this situation. This is why there's indecision, because this person may be supporting you financially. Now with the Cups energy, I kind of feel like this is someone that doesn't want to face the facts. They don't want to face the facts about this issue. You know, it's like you don't want to do the inner work. Like it's like you start to reflect and you start to see all the things that are wrong about this relationship, but then you basically ignore those parts. You basically ignore those parts and you continue to deal with someone very domineering, because this is also talking about you being in a relationship with someone domineering, with someone very stubborn, with someone very controlling. And I'm saying that because we have the Emperor here being presented, energy of 4, numerical value of 4. So this could be talking about someone dating someone with the life path number 4. And again, in order to get the numerology of your birthday, you add up the birth month, the birthday, and the year. And whatever number you get, add that up. But do not add up master numbers such as 11, 22, or 33. All right? The Emperor is talking about somebody very controlling that wants to dominate their relationship, someone stubborn, pig-headed. And this is also saying that there may be a failure of being in control of your own life, needing self-discipline. So I'm picking up energies for different areas. I'm picking up an energy of someone being in a relationship with someone domineering, being in a relationship with someone that causes a lot of conflict. You knowing that you need to leave this person, but you're unable to make a decision because you feel weak. You know, you don't feel like you have the courage to leave this situation that's toxic. This is also talking about someone needing to make a decision, needing to have self-discipline on making this relationship work. But I feel like this person is causing opposition because this person thinks the grass is greener on the other side. This could be you, Aries, or the cross watcher. This could be you wanting to be with somebody else, wanting to do your thing, wanting to have your choices, your options, and you're not wanting to let that go, okay? You're not wanting to let that go, and you need self-discipline here. We see here with the crowning energy again, conflict, discord, and then we see with the heart of the matter. The heart of the matter is this is a soulmate union. However, this soulmate is hurting you, or you're hurting the soulmate. You know, it's either the cross watcher is hurting you, or you're hurting the cross watcher, because you're not being honest. You're being deceptive, because the 7 of Cups talks about deception, and you're basically domineering or controlling every aspect of the relationship, and it's making the soulmate feel very weak, putting the soulmate in an energy of a lot of fear, okay? Fear of losing the relationship, fear of the relationship not succeeding, fear of leaving, fear of what's going to happen when I leave. Is there going to be success? There's a lot of fear that I'm picking up in this particular reading for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. And we have here as the underlying issue the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And this talks about someone being very stubborn. This talks about not only just someone being stubborn, it also talks about, for me, and this is Scorpio and Aquarius, by the way, life path 9 and 4. This is the fear of giving up on the relationship. Someone doesn't want to give up. And it was basically being confirmed with the Strength card here. Someone doesn't want to give up. And the fact that the Strength is right next to the Lovers, that lets me know that this is definitely a soulmate union. Okay? This is not karmic. This is actually a soulmate union. But your soulmate may be dealing with a karmic because they think the grass is greener. Okay, on the other side. This is why the Seven of Cups is here. Seven of Cups talks about someone not wanting to make a choice because their senses are clouded, because there is an emotional tie there, okay, because it's a soulmate union. And the Four of Pentacles is talking about the fear of giving up the relationship, and this is also the fear of losing the financial gain that they got, because remember, this was seen as a success here, okay? And we see here that the root cause of this is the fear of loss altogether, okay? Competitiveness here with the Five of Wands. Someone doesn't want to lose. This is why there's an energy of competition crowning the energy. And then in the center of the energy, we have two people here. This represents the two soulmates. And this doesn't have anything to do with gender, okay? There's a woman and a man on the card, but it could be same-sex gender as far as the relationship. But what it means is it's talking about a balance, because it's a 6. And as you can see, there's a sun and there's an angel, and I feel like this is not only illumination, or representing an illumination on the areas of the relationship that you're not happy with, but there's also spiritual protection behind this union. I feel like this union was meant to happen in order to teach both of you guys a lesson here. A lesson of individuality for the weaker person in the relationship, and a lesson of self-discipline for the person that wants to dominate the relationship, that wants to control everything about the relationship, okay? So moving into the future potential, what do we have? We have the Tower in reverse, okay? So the Tower in reverse is talking about self-sabotage, unexpected events, or inevitable events, change, okay? And this is talking about, and I said inevitable change. And this is talking about, sometimes you need change, sometimes you need a little bit of upheaval, a little discord in order to, it's like you need a catalyst. And sometimes a catalyst is a tumultuous relationship in order to get two people to learn, in order to make the relationship build into something positive here, because we're dealing with a lot of 8s, 2 8s here. And this is talking about, in between the 8s, we have a 6. So this is talking about a lack of progress, a lack of harmony, and again, a lack of forward movement, which is growth, progress, okay? Because I read based on numerology. So the Emperor is a 4 and a 4 of Pentacles. So this talks about the foundation of the relationship. 4 talks about foundation, okay? Building a foundation, a steady one, and not one that is weak. Right now, the foundation of this relationship is weak because you have two energies are competing with each other, okay? There's a power struggle. One of the energies wants to be in complete control, but it's really because they're insecure. One of the energy is possibly stepping out, or just making really bad decisions, making very irresponsible decisions as it pertains to this relationship. And that can be, they might be financially irresponsible. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're cheating. It could be cheating for some of you guys, okay? Because I'm dealing with a lot of energies here. And again, I'm looking at almost all the zodiac signs. The only zodiac sign that I did not see was Virgo. Okay, I didn't see Virgo. No, no, I did see Virgo with the Ace of Pentacles. Sorry. So yeah, all the zodiac signs are here, but specifically look at the life path. We got a 4 is the underlying issue. So if you're life path 4 dealing with someone, this is the underlying issue for your relationship. The underlying issue is the fact that you don't want to let this relationship go. You don't want to let it go because you love this person and you know that this person is your soulmate, but you know that you guys, the way the relationship is going is very toxic, and you know that you're not satisfied. So there's needing to be a choice, okay? Because the 8 of Cups talks about you wanting to find happiness and success. You want joy and success. You want to leave the past behind, okay? And the past is talking about the past or the way the relationship is right now. You want to leave that behind, and you want to progress with the number 8 towards a future of stability and a foundation, a strong foundation with the Force here of Pentacles. Okay, and then the Tower is the catalyst, and the Tower is talking about that there needs to be change. In order for this relationship to grow, and that's the energy of Aries, by the way, so this is your card. In order for this relationship to grow, there needs to be some change, okay? There needs to be courage to face the difficulties and obstacles. Face the facts. Reaching the boiling point, you guys. You guys are reaching the boiling point where something is going to some major event's going to happen that's going to wake you up. Okay, 7 of Cups, waking up. 8 of Cups, letting go. The Tower, change. All in the future row here, okay? Very interesting read here for you, Aries. So if you focus on the 3 cards in the middle, the crowning energy, this is the energy that is being displayed or was being displayed in the past, and is still affecting the present, and that is affecting the decision that needs to be made. Do you leave or do you stay? Do you stand up for yourself? Do you stop being aggressive and manipulative and domineering? These are questions. Is this relationship worth the trouble? Okay? Are you losing money because of this relationship? A lot of you guys are dealing with different situations, different scenarios, but the main issues are all the same. Conflict, 5 of Wands, indecision, lack of harmony, 6, the Lovers, which is a vibration of 6. And the foundation of the relationship, unable to let go of that, even though the foundation is weak. The 4 of Pentacles is the main issues that you guys need to focus on. I'm going to do some clarifying. Let's clarify the 3 cards down the middle. Actually, no, let's clarify the Lovers, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Tower, okay? Please clarify the Lovers. Why is the Lovers being presented as the heart of the matter, being unable to make a decision or being afraid to make a decision? There's 2 paths being presented, but the soulmate doesn't know which path to choose. All right. We're being presented with the Sun. The Sun is very positive, but it also talks about when it's surrounded by negative cards, it also talks about being blinded to the truth, not being being focused on the success of the relationship, the financial gains. You're blinded by all the other things, or you're ignoring. There's ignorance of all the other things that are happening. Also, the Devil card is being presented, and that's talking about the fear of the loss. If I break up this relationship, if I make the wrong decision, that's the fear. What happens? And there's a soul tie here. Again, you feel like you're tied to this person. This is a soulmate. You don't want to break this bond. This is also the temptation that I was talking about with the Strength card. You feel weak. You feel weak. This person, there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion involved with this situation. It's very passionate. You have great sex. You feel so much for each other. But it's getting to the point where it's like everything needs to be done in moderation. And I feel like the extreme of the relationship with the devil card is toxic. Because of all the other things that are happening, the conflicts and the fighting, it's making the situation very toxic. Clarify the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Why the Four of Pentacles being presented in the reverse? So we're clarifying the Four of Pentacles now. And I really feel like, okay, the Four of Pentacles is being presented by the Hermit and the Hierophant. Wow. Both came out at the same time, and the Fool. So I'm looking at this as, with these three cards, there needs to be reflection, introspection done. And you need to rely on your higher self here. Because all of these three cards are talking about relying on your intuition, relying on your inner wisdom, and now taking a leap of faith to do what's right, what's best for you, what's going to make you happy. You got to do the inner work. Like I said, someone is resisting the inner work. You got to go into introspection. You need to think about what will make you happy. Staying in this toxic relationship. Okay, the Hierophant talks about can be a very unconventional energy. Okay, it talks about you trying to fit into a specific way of being because of what society is saying, but you need to break that and be unconventional. Okay, and this could be talking about two people that are married. The Fool is talking about taking a risk. So now I'm clarifying the Tower. I got the Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse and the Moon. This is the negative feelings. This is the depression. This is the bitterness and the resentment. You're not happy. So what needs to happen? You need the Tower moment to change that. To get you to see the lesson here. A lack of faith. No optimism here. There's a lack of faith in this situation. So I feel like the Star card now, and again, it's a number 8. There's a lack of progress. This relationship is not growing. So there needs to be a shakeup with the Tower. Okay? There needs to be a shakeup. The Empress is also talking about another person is involved. So this is talking about people that are dealing with partners that are in third-party situations that you know about. And this is talking about, this is causing resentment and bitterness here. There needs to be a shakeup. And with the Moon, this is talking about secrets. Again, the third-party aspect. So if you don't know and you have a feeling, the Moon talks about using your intuition. There's a lot of cards talking about using your intuition. Hierophant, the Hermit, the Seven of Cups. This is still letting you know there is secrets. There is a third party. That could be why there's so much conflict between you and your partner. This could be you, Aries, feeling this way, or this could be the cross watcher. And the Star is saying that there's a lack of faith, hopelessness. There's an energy of hopelessness here in this particular relationship. Okay, and the 8 is talking about progress again, building a strong foundation, but there's no strong foundation here. This is a relationship built on a false perception or an illusion. This is the type of relationship that you see on Instagram where two people look like they're so happy. You're thinking, wow, that's the perfect relationship. But then really, in reality, this relationship sucks. But they're presenting to the world that this is the perfect relationship. 3, okay? Partnerships, happy. The outside world, they're celebrating, they're smiling, putting on a false mask. But in private, there's a lot of upheaval, discord, cheating, lies, secrets. Okay, so I'm asking, I need final advice, or I'm going to give you guys final advice. Please give me a card for final advice for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, North Node. Final advice. Okay, so the final advice is Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands, needing to make a decision. You need to make a decision. This is talking about change, action. You see, now he has the Two of Wands, he has the world in his hand, he's looking off, thinking about waiting, but the Ace of Wands turns this into a Three of Wands now. Okay? And this is you needing to really think about your future. Think about what you want for yourself. A new enterprise, a new beginning is needed here. We have the Ace of Wands showing that there's a new beginning that's needed. And we have the Two of Wands saying that there needs to be a decision. But he has this one that's now bolted down. This talks about stagnation, the one that's bolted down. He has the one wand in his hand, he has the world in his hand. Okay? So this is someone that needs to really make a decision and take that leap of faith. Either the leap of faith is really sitting down and facing the facts of the relationship and working on a relationship, or ending this toxic relationship and looking for something that makes you more satisfied and makes you happy. Okay? But you will find clarity here, because the star, even though it came in the reverse, is still a good sign that you will find clarity, and then you will be able to cultivate the faith and the strength you need. Okay? That is your reading, Aries. Thank you for watching.